Cryptoslo, cryptocurrency news and investing.
Just some more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about this cycle and just some reflections upon it and where it's gone, where it's been, where I think it's going, and everything in between. So, first and foremost, I know it's been a while since I posted. It's just, just the grind, man. It's just the grind. I've been active on Twitter and in my Telegram, but just not really much to talk about because the market has become so speculative, and pretty much everybody is ignoring utility-based coins, and everyone's just trying to get rich overnight. And, it just kind of soured everybody, and it just leads to exhaustion, you can chase it, but as I always say, I don't like to chase the gains. But let's talk about this cycle. First and foremost, the fact that the alts, especially the older alts, haven't run to all-time highs. Some have. Caught a lot of people off guard, and people were very underexposed to Bitcoin. I mean, from the standpoint, Bitcoin at 84K, if you were Bitcoin maxi and you got in at the FTX crash, you're up like 5-6x, right? So not doing too bad, not doing too bad. But I just think a lot of people, including myself, were caught off guard. We had big bags of alts, and Bitcoin ran, and the alts didn't run like they normally do. Normally we have Bitcoin pumps, and then you have the drawback, and then the alts pump, and it just hasn't happened like that this like time. And then to boot, we had several metas. We had ordinals, we had pump.fun, and we had a lot of new blockchains, some better than the others. We had some really big airdrop chains where people, the ones that weren't farmed and went under the radar, were the ones that made people rich. So, it's been a very odd cycle, especially the new blockchain stuff. Like, Sui was the hot ticket, but if you got in at 5, you're pretty much destroyed now at 280. So Sui's had quite a big pullback, and now it's Sonic. And don't get me wrong, I think if you're positioned on Sonic, go for it. Like, you don't have much to lose. But I just don't like to chase the TVL because I wasn't already over there. It's one thing if I was already over there and I was making gains, and, that's just not the case. I wasn't over there. I underestimated a lot of these new projects. But I think sometimes the ones that come out fast and furious have done well. The ones that are drawn out with a bunch of farming usually just collapse. Like Blast was a total failure, in my opinion. But, we just really lost our way. And it kind of just makes you like, I'm just like, crypto, like the projects that we're building didn't see the price action that they wanted to see, and the projects that were just pure hype and speculation, pumped and dumped, and some people made life-changing money and others didn't. So that's kind of this cycle in a nutshell. Lots of rotation. The shiny new stuff was where all the TVL flowed, and lots of speculation just with this meme coin. Usually meme coin stuff goes in seasons, and it's just been like the longest meme coin season ever, and it's just like, no more freaking meme coins. But we still have some projects out there. We still have some builders, and I want to take the channel back to its roots. Like, it was so much fun back in the day doing educational stuff, how to add LP, how to do this, how to cancel transaction. And that was the fun of crypto. It really wasn't about the money for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everyone that says it's not about the money is totally lying to some extent. It is about the money, but I enjoyed what I did. I enjoyed putting the content out. And, a lot of these projects, gaming meta never really took off this time around, and just a lot of things. And that's another important lesson is what's the next meta is you realize what the next meta is when you're already in the meta. So like it's like being in quicksand. Like you don't plan to be in quicksand, and then if you're already in it, you're like, oh, I'm in the quicksand, and then you're like, oh, I'm in the quicksand, whatever. But that's just it. We don't know what the new metas are. Should you? I have a lot of people ask me this question. Should you sell all your alts and rotate into Bitcoin? I would say no. However, I shaved off like 10% of my alts and moved it to Bitcoin with the dip because I had some alts that were performing better. Like BNB has held up very well. So that ratio was pretty good. I think that was kind of a slam dunk. But I still have a BNB bag, and it's just at this point, shifting your portfolio so much, I do believe we're going to have an altcoin rally. But I think the big thing with crypto right now is it's the stupid macros. We have to go through some pain and I think we're going to have a mini financial crisis, and then I think the government will do QE and they'll start printing money again. And then I think we see risk on assets just blow off. So, with that being said, do I think we're in a bear market? I don't think we're in a bear market yet. I just think we're on a dip, because I like to call this the golden bull. I mean, we really haven't had the golden bull in the sense of, everything up. And that's true bull. That's true bull. And we've had selective things going up, and it's kind of like spinning a wheel. If you got lucky, you hit, and you made money. But I mean, I'm still holding off. We had a lot of projects kind of go into the pisser, and again, moving forward, that's what I want to get back to. I want to get back to the people that are building and focus on those projects where the people are building. Airheads, I think Arthur Hayes' team, Subfrost, those guys, they were at ETH Denver. They presented, and I think they've got some great stuff bringing smart contracts to Bitcoin. It's going to be interesting. Supposedly, you'll be able to make yield on your Bitcoin, which would be super dope, because we all need some divs about right now. Can you get me? So yeah, that's another thing is DeFi is just like dried up hardcore, unless you want to go into something janky. And we just haven't had a lot of big plays. I mean, I know there's that Tron play out there for 20% on USDD. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. But we haven't had the divs. So on to the next season. Again, I'm going to wrap it up here. I will cover some of the stuff I'm still in. I'll do a complete rundown of Zen and what I think about Zen and my strategy still. I'm still in Zen. I'm still max minting. We'll talk about that more in depth. X1, what my thoughts are on it, whether or not you should burn your Zen, but I'll do a dedicated Zen video here in the next coming week or two. So, but supposedly X1 is launching very soon. Oh, another crypto news, Richard Hart, his case has been dismissed. So I think he's still on the Interpol red list, but it's looking good for Pulse Chain. So we'll see. I got a little bag over there, little bag. But with that being said, if you have any projects you think deserve a little recognition that's building in this odd market that we're in, post them down below in the comments. And other than that, as always, this is Cryptoslo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking. Cheers.